episode of FWA TV. Soon to be making her way to the ring is Jasmine, formerly of ECW, and she has flown all the way over from the United States to answer the challenge made by Alex Shane to her boyfriend, former WWF star, the Blue Meanie. Alex Shane made the challenge on his Talk Sport radio show, where he said, "Blue Meanie, I don't like you one bit. You come over here, bring £1,000 of your money, I'll put £1,000 of my money, and it'll be winner takes all." Jasmine has an answer for Alex. "I haven't seen the Blue Meanie backstage. I can't believe he's not here if she's not. Let's find out what she's got to say." You're welcome.
But I've come here bearing some good news and some bad news. The good news first. I'm here.
That is good news.
Now the bad news is the Blue Meanie is not here.
What? The Blue Meanie's not here? I'd hoped to see Alex Shane get what was coming to him. All the Blue Meanie had to do was get on a plane and kick some Alex Shane butt. That security on the ramp means only one thing. Alex Shane is coming to the ring himself to find out just what has happened to the Blue Meanie and why his challenge will go unanswered. There are Alex's women, including former Big Brother star Anna Nolan. Head of security, Mr. Blonde, leads the show stealer himself to the ring. Alex Shane showing the fans he gives them nothing but contempt. Look at the size of that man, climbing into the ring in one bound. He's calling for a mic. He's got some things to say to Jasmine. That's no way to talk to a lady. At least he's an equal opportunities disliker. They're giving him all the respect he deserves.
You come out here and you say that the Blue Meanie missed his flight. I don't care whether he was sick. I don't care whether his fat ass on the plane in the goddamn Atlantic Ocean. We all know the reason that Blue Meanie's not here tonight. For those people that don't, I'm going to educate them. Last week on the Talk Sport Saturday Night Wrestling Radio Show, I challenged him to a match where I put £1,000 of my money against £1,000 of his money, and I said that I'd kick the crap out of him right here, and there'd be two things he could do about it, and that'd be nothing like it. Now, it's obvious to me that since ECW went bankrupt and fell on his arse, the Blue Meanie doesn't have £1,000. So he stayed at home, which is strange actually that Blue Meanie's not here and you're here. That just proves everything I've got to say. So I'm wondering, who are going to steal them? We have a... Don't ever interrupt me when I'm talking to you.
She might have just made a mistake there.
Now I'm wondering who I'm going to have my...
If you listen to me, we have...
If you interrupt me one more time,
Careful, Jasmine.
I'm going to put him on my shoulders, he wouldn't understand, and he'll be so sore, you won't be able to walk for a week. Now, as I was saying, who am I going to steal the main event?
Alex, don't you want to know who your replacement is?
super crazy. He's beaten Jerry Lynn. He's even beaten WWF superstar Tajiri. This man has a reputation and more importantly the skills to back it up.
I know it, everybody here knows it. If the Blue Meanie was here tonight, he would step in this ring in a semi-weight event and whip your fag ass. But unfortunately, he couldn't make it. So it's little Guido Maritano's job to come to the UK and protect Jasmine St. Clair. And tonight you are going to have a match. There will be a semi-main event, and it's going to be me versus you here tonight.
Oh my God, Alex Shane versus Lil Guido.
You know what? You are stupid. I would never come to the UK without protection. And looking at you, Alex Shane, your father should have used protection.
The ultimate insult. She's wishing Alex Shane was never born. Alex Shane may himself wish he was never born when he steps into the ring with Lil Guido later tonight. It's ECW versus the FWA. Alex Shane versus Lil Guido. It's David versus Goliath. We know what happened last time. David kicked Goliath's ass. Will Alex Shane befall the same fate? Will Alex Shane fall before Lil Guido, the man who has beaten so many important wrestlers in this sport? Will Alex Shane be the latest victim of Lil Guido Maritano, the Sicilian shooter? And while our combatants go to the back to get changed for tonight's main event, I'll tell you a story. It's about the first time that I broke into the wrestling business. My shooter, Mad Dog Joe DiCurso. He was one of the greats of the Mat game. Let me tell you, there's nothing he didn't know about wrestling or life itself. Indeed, one time we went to a restaurant and he had a...
We got Brie, we got Brie, we got Brie, we got Brie.
Last month, after our simple yet cunning plan
We truly are the golden boys of run-ins.
to disrupt the tag team title match between the Castanet brothers and Laurel and Hardy, we had the chance to get back what's rightfully ours.
The FWA tag team titles.
And just like Han Solo and Chewbacca,
Why do I always be the Wookiee?
like Han Solo and his whinging Wookiee pal, we fought a good fight, but we came up short. The Death Star destroyed Tatooine, and the whole tag team scene smells like bantha crap.
But all is not lost, no.
All is not lost because we unveiled our new move, the new move.
I think I've made a boo-boo.
What do you mean you've made a boo-boo?
I think I've made a wee mistake.
What now?
Well, no, look, it isn't entirely my fault. You said to me, I've got a groovy move.
Yeah, and?
Well, I've got that.
What's that?
Well, it's a groovy movie.
Excuse me just a second. Never fear, fans. The Breed will be back on FWA TV very soon, and we have a very cunning plan up our sleeves.
It's Gothic!
Hey, all you swinging hepcats. This is Mark Priest, and when I like to get down at my funky parties, I like to listen to the music on FWA The Music Volume 1, exclusively available at fwamusic.co.uk. Those punks! They've interrupted me again! They're costing me good time! Why can't they interrupt Alex Shane? I'm sick of looking at his mug and hearing his voice, and yet they interrupt me! I was going to tell you people a good story, but now you're never going to hear it! It's also... I've lost the words! Oh, there's Alex Shane. I better get on with my job. I can't keep moaning about lost time. I have to talk about that man there. He's the show stealer, Alex Shane. He's the self-proclaimed #1 in the FWA. There are his women, including former Big Brother contestant Anna Nolan. There are his bodyguards behind the women on the ramp. They're keeping order for Alex Shane. They're making sure that he comes out of this match one thing, a winner. loving that music. They're getting down, and who can blame them? They love little Guido. They're all fans of his work from ECW, where he was a major player. He was one member of the FWA, the full-blooded Italians. And I suppose at this point, I must get my Italian stereotype that is required by law out of the way. Let's just say that if Guido had a car, it would have 5 reverse gears and only 1 forward gear. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. There's Guido, there's Jasmine. They're representing ECW and the honour of the Blue Meanie. They're up against Alex Shane and the FWA, although I'd like to point out at this time that Alex Shane does not represent the FWA or the views of anyone connected with it. He's a maverick. He's out on his own. He only represents the views of himself, and those views are very, very egotistical. Shane steps into the ring as Jasmine vacates it. It's just Shane versus Guido. But there's another factor. All the men around the ring, all the women around the ring. It's a virtual army against Jasmine and Guido. But wait, she's talking to head referee Steve Linsky. What's he gonna do about it?
Alex Shane, I am not going to let this match start until you get your bodyguards back in the changing room.
Quite right so. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a gang war. Alex Shane's security team is hand-picked security team with that man, Mr. Blonde at the head of it, have been ordered to the back. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to FWA TV. Throughout the break, head referee Steve Linsky has been trying to send Alex Shane's bodyguards back to the changing room. Shane calling over his chief of security, Mr. Blonde, and he's passing on some instructions there. This can't be good for little Guido and Jasmine. Mr. Blonde is a dangerous man, and with Alex Shane in his ear, it only makes him even more dangerous. Shane appealing to the crowd, but they really don't want to know, as Fancam still picks up Mr. Blonde lurking at the stage at the back of the arena. There's Guido, the crowd more responsive to his call for cheers. Guido has noticed that Mr. Blonde is still there at the back of the stage. Jasmine remonstrating with Steve Linsky, trying to get him sent to the back. Linsky pointing out that Mr. Blonde has had to get some last-minute instructions from Alex Shane before leaving. But there he is, he's on his way back. It's man against man, mano y mano, hand-to-hand combat the way it was meant to be. Alex Shane versus Little Guido, the FWA versus ECW. This is the big one. This is what we've been waiting for ever since Alex Shane challenged the Blue Meanie. Perhaps it's not Shane versus the Meanie, but this is something even better. This is Alex Shane versus Little Guido, the man who, remember, has beaten the Japanese buzzsaw, the WWF's Yoshihiro Tajiri. The crowd break into a chant of "That's a fake tan," pointing out the teabag colour of Alex Shane's arms and face. Feeling out process. Shane wants nothing to do with Little Guido. Collar and elbow tie up into the corner. Alex Shane tried to take advantage, and there's a drop toe hold down to the mat. Guido riding Alex Shane with a slap to the back. Alex Shane with slaps of his own, showing that he can match Guido on the mat. Guido going straight away for the cross arm breaker. Alex showing that he knows the move very well, hooking his hands. But no, a slap to the stomach and Guido's trying to extend that arm. If you extend that arm into the cross arm breaker, it's all over. Alex Shane rolling out into the full Nelson. Guido trying to escape the full Nelson by backing into Shane. He sits down, rolling through, but no, a wheelbarrow, back into the full Nelson. Alex Shane matching Guido move for move, but an elbow to the face will be a great leveller. Off the ropes, missed clothesline. One night stand, an escape. Oh, that's gotta hurt. 1.5 count there from a full body press. Shane with a count of his own, only a 1 count. Guido goes for the snapmare, take him down, only a 2 count again. Shane takes him out, another missed clothesline. Backslide attempt, backslide reversal, drop kick miss, elbow miss, standoff. These men matching each other, move for move. Anna likes what she's seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Alex Shane may be an arrogant ass, but he knows how to wrestle. Guido telling Alex's hooches exactly what he thinks of them. I'm sure it's nothing they haven't heard before down the docks. Alex calling for a test of strength. Guido, never one to back against anything, is going to go for it. Alex Shane, noticing the height difference. This is nothing but mockery. Lulling Guido in with his japery. Alex Shane sends Guido into the ropes. Wheelbarrow, oh, Fujiwara armbar, a Katahajime. Guido went for the Fujiwara armbar. It's what he's known for. Shane ditches Guido over the ropes onto that hard wrap, and there's Mr. Blonde! There is Mr. Blonde! Alex Shane distracting the referee as Mr. Blonde takes his right hand to Guido's face. It's Mr. Cheek, and Guido's got to feel the impact of that one. Blonde dumps Guido back into the ring, and he's hidden under the ring. Mr. Blonde has hidden under the ring. What is he doing? You can't see the match from there, Blonde. Are you a fool? This short arm clothesline, but no! A back kick has folded Guido in half. Guido was half his normal size, which isn't much, admittedly. Alex Shane stamps on the ring. What can that mean? I'll tell you what it means. It's a signal to Mr. Blonde. Mr. Blonde is out and beating on little Guido. Now we know what it meant. Now we know what all the whispering was about. Mr. Blonde is the great leveller here. Guido may have more experience than Alex Shane. He may have more of a pedigree in terms of opponents he's beaten. But Alex has got Mr. Blonde, and that's one hell of a leveller. Again, the Fujiwara armbar attempt. What can Shane do? He's made it to the ropes. That's what he can do. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a great example. If you're ever in a wrestling ring with little Guido, make sure you know where the ropes are. Guido really laying in the chops on Alex Shane. Shane takes him up into a choke bomb. Lazy cover. Only a 2 count. Alex Shane needs to put more effort into his covers if he wants to get a 3 count there. Guido's not going out like that. Guido, of course, from the FWA, the full-blooded Italians. They had kind of a mafia theme, I suppose. In that case, Guido is probably a made man, and you know what you have to do with made men. You either have to make nice or make them disappear. Alex Shane has only one thing on his mind tonight, as he has on his mind any time, and that's making love. His target, probably Jasmine. How will that go down with the rest of Alex's women? I can't tell you, but I know for one thing, the Firebrand, the Spitfire Cammy will not be happy with Jasmine's presence at ringside. Blonde They're again doing his job. Guido is a broken man. He's a shell of what he was before, and it's all the result of Alex Shane's head of security. Shane now has Guido in a compromising position, pinned in the corner with that huge size 25 boot, pressing into little Guido's throat, pushing the air out of his larynx, pushing the air out of his gullet. Guido gasping for air, and this is how Alex Shane wants it. Shane went for the twisting leg drop. If that would have connected, it would have been all over. He'd have driven Guido through the mat. Guido would have been sitting next to Mr. Blonde, who of course we remember is under the ring. DDT! Huge DDT, sending Alex Shane driving into the mat. Alex Shane's skull meeting with canvas, and it's Guido's turn to send Alex Shane to the outside. And Guido performing Alex Shane's signal. Here comes Mr. Blonde. Almost hitting his boss there. Oh! Tope Suicida taking out both men. Guido had Alex Shane and Mr. Blonde exactly where he wanted them. Right in his sights. Right in his line of fire. Alex Shane and Mr. Blonde taken down. And here is Cammy talking of fire. Here's the fiery girl herself. And look, she knows how to wrestle. She's got Guido in a sleeper. Cat fight! It's a cat fight! Cammy and Jasmine rolling around on the mat. It's woman against woman, girl on girl action. Guido and Alex trying to break up the fight. Guido pulls off Cammy. Alex pulls off Jasmine. Alex, always an eye for the ladies in the heat of battle. He's forgotten that Jasmine is the enemy. She's gone down and something's come up. It's a fist into Alex Shane's pelvic region. Some people say Alex Shane thinks with that area. If so, he's got a headache. Assisted leg drop off the top rope by Guido. Alex Shane is staggered. He's stumbling. He flops into the ring. Look at him. He's like a bag of bones. A collection of muscle and sinew. And Again. Somebody stop the pain. I may not like Alex Shane, but those boots are connecting with Shane's face with a hell of an impact. If Alex Shane had ordered any dinner, that would be the starter. It would be kick soup. Shane whips Guido into the rope. Mr. Blonde was there with a chair. One night stand. 3 count. Alex Shane has beaten Little Guido. Little Guido may have beaten Jerry Lynn in the past. He may have beaten Super Crazy and Tajiri, but this time he couldn't do it. That man there, Alex Shane, the show stealer, with a chair-assisted one-night stand, has added a huge scalp to his belt. He's got a notch on his bedstand. He's beaten Little Guido. Little Guido has been beaten. Jasmine Sinclair brought him over to defend her honour, but it could do nothing against the might of Alex Shane and Mr. Blonde. There's Anna Nolan. She was a valet for the night. It was her special request to be with the show stealer tonight. Big Brother couldn't give her the fame that being with Alex Shane has given her. She's seen her man win. Guido has been beaten. We'll see you next week.